What do y'all guys think I'm going to choose? I'm gonna choose Natsuki. Obviously, I love Natsuki. Natsuki is my favorite fictional character ever. I hate you, Natsuki. I hope you die in a house fire. Who should I show my poem to first? Monica, duh. Okay, I should start with Monica. Yesterday, she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Alright. Hi, Crossy. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. You gooner. You're only in here 'cause you goon. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring the things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poems with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Aha, don't worry, Crossy. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But if that sort of burial... But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Crossy. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Yeah, I know. Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. You giving me tips to riz the huzz with? You giving me tips to riz the huzz with? Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meanings out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. I don't know why I said imprisoning. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? Be like me. Be confident in everything. I see. Well, let's read it then. Okay, here we go. Hole in the Wall by Monica. It couldn't have been me. See the direction? The spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No! I can't see. I reel. Blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas. Already scorched like a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Click outside poem area to continue. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you called it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has been gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. Loki? Not a reading nerd. Not a literature nerd. So I can't say anything. That's why I did not say anything after I finished reading it. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Me? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. Me. I guess you'd say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's me. She wants you, bro. Go for the huzz. Go for the green-eyed huzz, bro. Go for the green-eyed insane huzz. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Is that good advice? Oh my god, I have to go through more of this. I have to go through more of this, dude. I guess Yuri. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Ahaha. Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? None at all. Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've been writing a lot of poetry before. I don't even know what a metaphor is, dude. Being honest, I don't even know what a metaphor is. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. I have no clue what the difference between a metaphor and a simile is. I know what metaphors are, but I don't know how to get ones that aren't like the basic ones. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their styles very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering's completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you a valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Do I have to read all 4 of their poems? I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which in itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Okay, this one's short, so. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one. The last remaining street light to have witnessed that withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calms, breathing air to the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. That's 'cause I'm illiterate. That's why. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something that's a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Uh-huh. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Crossy. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But I remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps, the subject of the poem is only being symbolic compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Crossy. She want you, bro. Crossy, why am I saying Crossy like this isn't me? I want you. She wants you. I don't want you. She wants you. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. It's early in the morning. I can't speak right now. Me too. Please don't tell. Okay. Let's get it over with, I guess. This is a good poem, Crossy. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Crossy. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something only real good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Yeah, you joined the club because you're a gooner! Your walls are painted white, probably, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you on to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. So real. So real, Sayori. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least it makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? Sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. You bet she is. Next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. I'm about to skip it. I'm gonna skip it. I don't want... Fine. Fine. Are we done? Thank God that was the shortest one. God. In case you guys can't tell, I don't like Natsuki. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returned the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? Just admit you're bad, bro. Just admit you're bad, dude. Just admit your writing is not good. Just admit it. It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Yes! Yes, the fact she came up with anything nice to say at all is insane! Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. No, they didn't! They're lying to you. Sayori liked it. And Crossy did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. A, Sayori likes everything. B, I was lying. Alright? First of all, excuse me. Notice how Monica didn't give you an opinion? That's because she didn't want to hurt your feelings. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Crossy liked my poem too, you know. No, I didn't. Oh wait, that's Yuri said it. Yeah, yeah, your poem was good, Yuri. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... Hold on. This music came from DDLC? I didn't know this song came from DDLC. You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Crossy appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? Coming from you is hilarious. No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ooh. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who's... Whoa! Whoa! Okay! Okay! I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size a little bigger as soon as Crossy started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. This is why I hate you, Natsuki. This is why nobody likes you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls torn towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Crossy! She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have it to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Crossy. Well, wait! There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Crossy? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So, of course, who's it going to be? What do y'all guys think? What do y'all guys think I'm going to choose? I'm going to choose Natsuki, obviously. I love Natsuki. Natsuki is my favorite fictional character ever. I hate you, Natsuki. I hope you die in a house fire. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. No, you're wrong. I hated it. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri. Eh? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, that's... But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. Excuse me. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when he said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. Ugh. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have been happening in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. Kill her, Monica. Kill her. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fist. Gulp. I'm scared. In the end, nobody has taken her side. Idiot, dummy. Nobody loves you. Nobody loves you, Natsuki. Nobody loves you. Stupid pink hair. Stupid pink hair. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Good. Natsuki! She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Sigh. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No. No, I hate Natsuki. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Crossy. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, you know, don't make me repeat it. I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Please. Please, don't make her repeat it, please. Don't make her repeat it, please. Well, never mind that. I'm going to make some tea. Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Crossy, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those who I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Crossy! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? I hate one of them. No, I don't hate them. I hate one of them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Crossy, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you, too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the situation I'm kind of in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, oh my god. Oh my god, this gooner. This little gooner. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. What were they doing? I forgot what they were doing. I zoned out. I forgot. I was bullying Natsuki and looking at chat, but okay. Anyway, I gotta write another poem. Unstable. All right. Defeat. How was Sayori defeat? For the. Okay. Okay. You know what? I kind of did a lot with Yuri. Let's do Sayori this time. Joy. No, Bunny was Natsuki last time. I'm pretty sure. So. Cheeks. No! Does it mean cheeks as in like Natsuki is cheeks and is the worst character? Climax, whistle, treasure, treasure. Alright. Candy. Okay, generally. I should have known that one. Kawaii. I know which one that is, not just family. Pleasure. I mean excitement. Vertigo. Loud. Fickle. I have no clue what fickle means. Bed. Okay. Fun. Giggle? How are you giggle? How are you giggle? Okay. Cheer. Hope. Fireflies. That's okay. Heaven sent. Party. Nibble? Doki Doki, I gotta do it. No! No! No, no! No, no! No, 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 not at all! Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Are we finna do the same thing? Like, hi Crossy. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simplest things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Dang! Turned down, bro. That's crazy. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why is that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets all the contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. Ah, I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. Ooh. Detective main character. Alright, so either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spend all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so, that only leaves the one option. Oh, what? I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Ahaha. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. Ah, I wasn't listening or anything. I was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell Crossy to let me borrow some money. That's... Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Ah, I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. Ahaha. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That. Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But, you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Yeah, by the fact you joined this club, because of the goonery. That's why. Plap. Kya, what? Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow. What was... A cookie. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? What? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. Ahahaha. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Ahaha. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Okay, geez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears through that wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. Haha. Stupid loser. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Why is this cookie segment taking so long, bro? Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. You big back, Sayori. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. God, I hate this pink little turd. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Suddenly Sayori leans down to take a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey. Okay, hold on. I thought I was supposed to be trying to date them, not dating each other. Did you seriously just do that? Uh-huh. Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori... Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Ugh. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She better be okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Damn right. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Oh yeah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? But what on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Yeah, I'm your boyfriend. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. Sorry, the thing about what Natsuki said during the thing that Natsuki said whenever her and Yuri were arguing, it scared me. I didn't read the sentence full. Sorry, to be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You wouldn't have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware that you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I just kind of started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Crossy. Monica smiles sweetly and erases the other three from the frame. Ah, I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I really love the chance to share with once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Eri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Of course. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Eri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is, the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. During which part? You weren't there during which part? That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? It'll do the trick for me. What kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes. Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That's why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Again? You downed that whole cookie in 5 seconds earlier. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my cakes about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Back up, yo! Back up, dude! Ooh-wah. I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club. Does your school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it. Good. Hate anime. Except for the Ghost Stories dub. Ghost Stories dub is great. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Because she wants you. That's why she's saving herself for you. Get a hint, dude. Get a hint. Get a frickin' clue. That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. I don't like this shot. This is so funny. What is... Well, I'm getting through this as fast as I can. I was thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Eh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. Sigh. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my... Oh, God! It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. Ooh. It's not worth it at all. Bro, you're in high school and you're just now... What is this? Is this their, like, second year or something? Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer. Stop! No! No, don't do that! Phew. That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying it like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Aw, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Oh yeah, we gotta do the stupid poems thing. Why don't we share our poems we wrote now? Yay! Crossy, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. Okay, who should I show my poem to first? Monica, again. Duh. Hi again, Crossy. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. You want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had these sort of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you showed in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has some kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each of their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. But anyway, do you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Gimme, gimme. Oh my god, this one's so long. Save me, the colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless... Load me. What? Load me? Well, okay. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I'd never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote these lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Alright, we got another one. Sometimes you're finding yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Okay. You'll never know when you might change your mind. Thanks, Monica, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? Haha, that's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
So yeah, that's going to be it yet again for Doki Doki Literature Club episode 2. Again, this is where I ended off from the original stream. But anyway, I promise you guys, next episode of DDLC will come out sooner. I swear. Anyway, bye-bye.